Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here. Oh, we're really on fire. Hold on. It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. I hope all is well with you today, and thank you for clicking on this pick a card reading. Okay, that's smoky. Oh, maybe that's a sign of things to come here, so we will have to see. But this is your next 48-hour predictions. So if you'd like to know what the next 48 hours has in store for you, all you need to do is choose either one of these three doors, or you can choose one of the three images of doors that will pop onto your screen now. Feel free to pause the video at any point if you need some time, and once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. And you'll also find the link to my website, so if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or to check out any of the other services I provide, the link is below. So let's get into your reading now. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Hi Group 1. So let's take a look into your next 48 hours and what's going to be happening for you. So I actually want to see if I can intuitively pick up anything first here before we shuffle. I'm really drawn in by the moon here. It looks like it's the moon. I feel like you're going to be really connected to the moon's cycles more so than usual. So it might be important to check what sign the moon is transiting at the moment that you're watching this reading, because I really feel that those themes that sign represents are going to play a significant role for you, certainly on an emotional level. And I feel like there's going to be some kind of truth that's revealed, an opening up. You're going to receive some sort of clarity. If you've been confused about something recently, I feel like you're going to understand it more so. So very interesting. I'm glad we looked at that first. So let's see what else is coming through here for you. What's going to be happening over your next 48 hours. And it's also very interesting because I actually recorded a 48-hour reading a few days ago. Recorded the whole reading, and then when I came to edit it, there was no sound. So I debated, I could do a voiceover, but I thought it takes just as long to do a voiceover than to record the whole reading. And I feel like for me, once it's lost, it's lost. And there was a reason I was meant to repeat this reading now. Obviously, you're hearing it for the first time, but I really feel like there's some kind of divine intervention at play here, especially when it comes to timing for everybody at the moment. Okay, so we've got the temple path, adjacent possibilities, the sixth chakra. Okay, and the angel of balance. Again, I'm drawn in by the moon here. The moon is so significant in some way. Sorry about I've got one broken nail, and usually I would get that fixed before I do it, but again, I just felt I had to do it now, so we work with what we have. But yeah, I just feel like maybe it's even to do with the nighttime. Maybe that's when you're going to receive this clarity. It could be through a dream. It could be through a message that comes through at night. It could even be through something you're watching, something you consume, whether it's through social media, whether it's through any kind of media, or even conversations with other people. But it really feels like there's clarity coming in the night. So very, very interesting. I'm also drawn in by the pyramids here. So something about Egypt may be significant. So whether you're talking to somebody in Egypt, whether you're living in Egypt on holiday, or you just see something about Egypt, which again will give you clarity, or it'll point you in a new direction, it feels like. Because also I'm getting that sense with the pyramid shape. The triangle is the strongest shape because of how it's supported. So yeah, I feel like there is this element of support coming through for you, especially because maybe this is why the moon energy is coming through here, because you may be struggling with your intuition at the moment. Maybe you're struggling to see things clearly, or struggling to get a clear understanding of what you need to do next, or following your intuition in that moment, because it's like the gut instinct trying to make decisions. So this is like indecision paralysis, where you feel stuck to a point. You can't move forwards because you get too confused about making a decision. So it's like there is this fog that needs to be cleared here. And I do feel the next couple of days you're going to be clearing it. You're going to be finding more balance. You're going to be finding more peace within yourself as well. Because it feels like lately you've been in this place of wondering, what is my path? Where am I going? What is next? And I don't feel necessarily that you're going to know exactly where you're going over the next couple of days. I mean, it's only 48 hours, but I do feel you're going to have more clarity, more direction, more of this decisiveness here than you have been in previously. So it's like something that is building over time. It's not like you wake up one day and you're just like, yes, okay, I'm completely a decisive person, or I know exactly where I'm going always. You're going to have moments of that and moments of doubt, and that's totally normal and natural. But I feel like you're going to become more in this energy of, this is what I decide to do, so I'm going to strike whilst the iron is hot. Because when you put something on the back burner, what happens? It gets cold. So when there's an idea that comes up for you, inspiration or an opportunity to act, and you always put it on the back, like, you may miss a lot of these opportunities because of doing that. Sometimes you need to react quickly. You need to respond in that moment. And yeah, I feel like that's something that you are definitely going to be taking more heed of moving forward, certainly within the next couple of days anyway. So it makes sense because the doors are open here. As you can even see in this first card, the doors are open. You can walk through them, or you can stand back and observe. Your choice, no judgment. But I feel like you're going to know what's best for you more so when you come to a place of peace, when maybe this is you performing some kind of meditation I feel like, again, at nighttime. Maybe this is something that you put on before you sleep, or you decide to actively have some meditation time for yourself. And this is able to help clear your mind, so you're able to clear the pathway for moving forwards in what you want to do over the next couple of days, or in the grand scheme of things. So let's see what else is coming through. Yeah, I don't know why, but I've got this feeling of you feeling like time's running out. I don't know what that's about here for you. Maybe that's about like your age or where you are in life, something about time running out, and it's causing a level of panic in you at times. But again, I feel like you're going to come more to terms with it over the next couple of days. And I feel like you're not going to be ruminating too much in your thoughts. I feel like you're actually going to be in more of an action-orientated place. We have Capricorn energy here. Your hard work is paying off. So I feel like this is you actually moving forwards and pushing through on things that you don't necessarily always want to do, but you know you have to do, and you know it will make you feel better after the fact. We've got luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. And expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Wow, group 1. Big changes are shifting here for you. Big changes. I'm really feeling that energy of you being lost, you being in the dark, and you feeling like, okay, there is the light. There is some kind of light at the end of the tunnel here. There is some sort of good news I feel like you're going to receive. Now, this could be coming from somewhere quite far away. I feel like the news is coming from, maybe somebody that lives in another country or is from a different background to you. But I also feel like it's coming from somebody very wise, somebody expansive, somebody that also may have a lot of money and maybe even a lot of status. This person, it's almost like they're where you want to be, or they're where you are aiming to be. So I feel like maybe this is why you're feeling inspired as well. When this person is recognizing you, they are offering you something. They want to bring you to their level, is what I just heard. So very interesting. Let's get one more here. The energy is gaining momentum. Absolutely, it is, group one. It is gaining momentum. So again, if you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling stagnant, and again, you've not known where to place your energy, what to do with your time, you definitely will be moving forwards. Even if you still feel somewhat confused at times, I still feel like you're going to push through it. And you're going to say, look, okay, you know what? I may be feeling this way. I may not be totally sure, but I know that I can do X, Y, Z. This is still going to benefit me, whether this is connected to your work, whether it's connected to your health, anything that feels like, again, maybe you have to push yourself. You don't always want to do it, but you know you'll feel better after you've done it. And then it's almost like you get the reward as well, is what I'm seeing, because Saturn that rules Capricorn does reward hard work. So the fact that we then have Sagittarius right afterwards, it shows that there will be some kind of immediate reward, because Saturn doesn't oftentimes reward straight away. It can be quite a long time before you reap those benefits. But because of this Jupiter energy coming through, again, it's more of this expansion here. I do feel, it might not be directly related to what you're doing, but say you might accomplish a work task, but then you get some sort of information about a love connection. And so it's like, it might be a different reward to what you're working towards, but it still feels like, oh, how lucky am I? But this could also be winning something. You could win something if you've bought a scratch card recently, or a lottery ticket, or you've entered a competition. It could be one of those that you win on, of course. So yeah, something here, it just feels like your luck is coming in after a period of working hard. Now, obviously, it's a very short time frame, this 48-hour window. So yeah, you only have to work for maybe a day or so before you're going to see some sort of reward come in. It could even be in the form of a gift, okay? You might receive a gift from someone, a bonus. Could even be like you order something online and you receive double of whatever it is. And you may even go back and tell them, depending, how honest you are. Again, no judgment, you do you. But even if you went back to them, they may say, oh, you know what, keep it. Or they may even give you sorry, I just got that vision of the Friends episode where Phoebe wins, or like she gets money from the bank or something, or she finds a thumb. Anyway, I can't remember the whole saga of it, but yeah, it was just like every time she tried to like give something back because it was given to her, she was just given more. So it's almost like the universe was saying, hey, you know what, take this gift. So I do feel, regardless of how you respond to the gift or to whatever comes in, I feel like you're still going to feel very lucky. You're still going to be able to keep it, or you're going to get more of what you expect. So yeah, I would definitely say keep it moving. Maybe after this reading, maybe you're even listening to this reading whilst you're doing like housework or something, doing a chore, I don't know. But yeah, it's like almost, this is like the chi energy though in the body. You need to keep it moving. You don't ever want to be too stagnant. You need to like shift the energy in the body. That's why yoga is always great for that, or any kind of exercise, because it's moving that chi energy through the body. Because when you just lay there bed rotting for too long, I mean, it's great. We all need our rest and recuperation, relaxation, but too much of it and too much like screen time, we all know like, it's everything in moderation. But yeah, it creates that stagnancy. So it's like if you want things to get moving in your life, you need to get moving first. Like get a shake up. Flexible. Funny, I was just talking about yoga, and then we've literally got them doing, well, this is more of what's the word? Contortionist move. Well, I guess it's an acrobatic move. Anyway, whatever. So you might be doing some form of literally doing some yoga, some stretching. Again, this could be a really great thing to do just to get you started in moving through. Because again, sometimes you just need to get moving on one thing. I see it, and this is very much in my Virgo mindset, but when I'm cleaning and if there's loads that needs to be done, if I just start one chore, I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to like do this surface. I know and I know now many times, because it always happens, that will breed more of that energy of, okay, so now I need to clean this because I'll see everything else that needs to be cleaned. And then I'm already in that zone of cleaning. So I'm just going to get on with it. So sometimes you just need to start moving. Okay. But also it's the energy of flexibility in life. So you may notice the next couple of days, the next 48 hours are very changeable. So plans may change, appointment times may change. Your mood may also be quite changeable as well, especially with that moon energy being so strong here. So it's just something to be aware of, and just check in with yourself every few hours, especially with the moon. Actually, it transits a sign every 2 days. So the mood for everyone collectively is always going to change every couple of days anyway. But obviously it's how it affects you internally that is the most important thing. That it just feels like you're sort of hypersensitive to it more than you usually are. Now we've got Treasure Island. Ooh, a then never-ending story. So like I said, it's very up and down the next couple of days, and your mood is going to be up and down. There are moments where you may feel a bit anxious, but I think knowing this ahead of time will also be good, because if you can put something pragmatic in place where you say, this is how I'm going to try and deal with my anxiety today. If you are already feeling that way, like what things do you know that help you? And it's not about repressing it. Of course, we know that's never a good thing, but it's about processing it. And sometimes we need to really feel it, but then it's also, we need to be able to pull ourselves out of it, because only we can do that. Nobody else can do that for us. We have to be able to pull ourselves out of that mindset. And so this is why, again, doing something that moves you can be great. It doesn't have to be something like moving your whole body, but even something artistic or something in terms of writing. You could journal, just getting something out of you. Okay, so you're not ruminating the whole time. But like I said, there will be moments where you do sort of fall into that vortex, but I don't feel like you'll stay in that. Okay, that's something you're being guided to know, Group 1, is that you won't stay in it. So remind yourself of that too. This too shall pass. Okay, I may be anxious now, but I won't be moving forwards. Because there is this rumination though about the past is what I'm getting. So try not to get too stuck in past events that circle round and round, especially if there's nothing you can do, which, well, there is nothing you can do about the past. The past has gone. So I feel like this will be you deciding to be more present. I say, okay, that has passed. I can't control that. I also can't control what will happen. I'm going to focus here on the now. And there will be positive things to focus on. Okay, we've had a few positive signs of good luck coming in and gifts and opportunities. So there definitely will be positive things for you to focus on. But again, it's where you are in your mindset. You can have everything going for you and all of the opportunity in the world, but if your mind chooses to focus on something negative or something lacking, it doesn't matter how much is there. But again, that's one thing you do have the control over, is where you place your energy and attention, because that will grow. So remind yourself of that when you're sinking into any negativity. That yes, it's natural. Don't beat yourself up for it, but just remember you can pull yourself out of it, deviate your mind to something more beneficial, something that is expansive, something that can grow and brings you joy. And beautifully, the Treasure Island symbolizes that. It symbolizes that joy, like what you really desire. Fantasy, dream worlds, beautiful holidays to somewhere tropical, somewhere otherworldly. So I do feel, maybe you'll indulge in fantasies over that. Or maybe for some of you, you may even book a trip somewhere like that. Or you'll just be finding that inspiration coming to you. Maybe that will even be one of the offers that comes in. Maybe it's even like winning a holiday. Oh, that would be such an amazing thing to win, wouldn't it? Let me know in the comments if any of you have ever won anything like that, because I just think how beautiful that you haven't had to work for the holiday. It just comes to you and you can just fully relax and enjoy it without a care in the world. So yeah, I just feel like that energy is there. It's present for you to focus on if you want to and if you can choose to. So let's look at the fishbowl messages now. see. Anything else that's coming through? What are you going to be up to the next 48 hours? What are you going to be doing? Oh, okay. First card, someone is watching you. Someone is watching you. They are watching you level up. Stop it. Oh my God. Luck is coming. We've got luck is on your side and luck is coming. Oh, yes. And this may even be as well for you, Group 1. Hence why I really feel like this was meant to be in this divine timing. You were meant to watch this exactly at this moment because you are about to have a lucky 48 hours. But you need to be very careful where you're placing your mind. Because I feel like if you focus on the positive and expansion, say some lucky affirmations, say I'm the luckiest person in the world, I'm the luckiest girl in the world, the luckiest man in the world, whatever, write it in the comments here if you want to. That just gives it more power every time someone sees it, likes it, more and more power to it. So always feel free to use this comment section to write your affirmations. So feel free to do that. I feel like whether you write them or not, say them out loud. Keep repeating positive affirmations of what you desire because you are in that energy to attract it all. But if you allow yourself to go too far into negativity, yes, you're still going to receive some good news. I see that happening regardless. But I feel like you'll be able to receive a lot more if you try to shift your mind to the positive. And especially when good things come in, be super grateful for them. And even if it's something really small, be grateful and more will come. Okay, so we've got financial health, 7th house, architect, and then let's talk. Yeah, so there is somebody coming in that wants to talk to you, somebody that has been watching you. Somebody's been watching you. Now, this could be one of two things, and I feel like this will play out obviously differently for all of you, but for some of you, this is going to be a romantic partner or a potential romantic partner, but for others of you, this is a business offer coming in. Okay, somebody's either been watching you in your business, especially if you have a platform, social media, or if your business is becoming well known. Yes, somebody's been watching and somebody wants to collaborate with you. If this isn't that, it's somebody that wants to collaborate with you romantically. The 7th house represents both types of partnerships, you see. So, and hence why we've got financial health as well. We've got leveling up. So I really feel like it could go either way. Now, for some of you that are very lucky, this could be both. This could be a financial offer, someone watching you, wanting to collaborate, as well as somebody romantically that wants to collaborate. So time will, of course, tell. Now, maybe it has something to do with building structure, architecture. That could obviously be, that's very specific though. So I know that, of course, won't be for everybody, but it could be a theme as well, though, that you just see. Like maybe you are in an environment where you're noticing buildings. Okay, you're seeing like the beauty in the architecture around you, even if it's your own home. Or again, this could be online or seeing like an architecture program or something, but something that sort of draws you in to looking at like the structure and the beauty in the structure. So that could also be something less literal and more metaphorical, but of course we will have to see how it all plays out. Now, I just want to get a number for you as well to just, let's get a number for you. Let's see. We've got, is that 9 or 6? 6. Okay. So yeah, 6 could either be your lucky number. This could be a number you're seeing a lot in synchronicity. Could be the time of day when you get approached, 6 a.m., 6 p.m. But yeah, you could even be watching this on like the 6th of the month, for example, as well. So 6 is really standing out. But this is what I see for you, group number 1. I really do hope it resonates with you. But of course, remember, it's a prediction reading, so it may not make too much sense yet. So if it doesn't make sense, please reserve your final judgments until the 48 hours has passed. And please feel free to comment either a red emoji or anything else you wish to share. I would love to hear your thoughts. And especially with these prediction readings, they're always so random. I love them. I'll never stop doing them. Even if people don't watch them, I love watching them or recording them rather. So, but even I've watched them after myself, like, because I never remember what powers what, and once I've recorded them, they just go out my head. So sometimes I watch them and I'm like, it's funny because I'm hearing myself tell myself about the future and recording it in the past. So it's a weird like time dynamic. But yeah, anyway, I found that they make sense. But again, only after the fact. So feel free to let me know. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Hi, Group 2. So let's take a look at your next 48 hours and what's going to be happening for you. So I just want to intuitively see what I'm picking up from this card first. Now, firstly, I thought this said 12. It says 42, but I thought it said 12. So the number 12 or the number 42 could be significant for you, could be your age, could be a child's age or somebody you're connected to. Anyway, let's see what else is coming through here. Okay, so I'm really drawn in by the letterbox. So I feel like you're going to receive some kind of information. Now, this could be very literally through the post box. Yeah, you might receive a letter that's going to be significant, or this could be in terms of like electronically. This could be an email, a text, DM, phone call. But yeah, I don't know. I'm getting that sense of you may be like you don't see it coming. It's definitely going to take you by surprise. Okay, when you open whatever this message is, this letter, this phone call, it's not something you feel like is either going to happen or happen now. So yeah, it's definitely going to take you by surprise, like I said. But let's get some more information, shall we? Okay, so we have the Magician and the Mirror. Goddess of the Moon. Community. The 7th chakra. Okay. So, group number 2. You're definitely going to be in a very magical kind of place, which I love to see. I mean, these 3 cards in particular are so incredibly spiritual. We've got the crown chakra, the goddess of the moon, which is connected to the third eye chakra, and then the magician. So, wow. Okay, I feel like your manifestation abilities are going to be on fire. Okay. You definitely are going to be bringing in things that you've been, that you've been desiring, that you've been manifesting. Maybe these are things I just saw your vision board. If you've got a vision board, then yeah, I feel like something on that vision board you're about to receive in these next couple of days. Now, if it's not a vision board you have, maybe this is something else that you've done. This could be a script, okay, in a journal, something that you've written down, like a letter to yourself or something. But that's something something you've already activated, I feel like is coming to life these next 48 hours. Wow. Now, you may also feel, I was getting immediately like a sense of isolation here with community. So you may feel this need to pull away from either your friends or colleagues or people that you feel like strongly connected to usually, but you may feel like you need to pull away from them a little bit over the next couple of days. Now, this can be an imbalance in social time one way or the other. So this could be an excess of social time, a lot of people wanting to talk to you or meet up with you or connect with you. So that could also be what that energy is referring to. But my immediate gut instinct was that this is you kind of keeping a distance. And maybe even this might feel like other people are keeping a distance from you, which could, of course, be upsetting at times. But I just get that feeling like, you can feel that you're meant to be alone right now. You're meant to process things. You're meant to be protecting your energy because you are so incredibly magical and you are somebody that is very empathic, very spiritual. This is such an incredibly psychic group. You have very strong psychic gifts, whether you're aware of them or not. I feel like you are aware of them though. And I feel like they're going to become more and more apparent to you over the next 48 hours. So maybe this is even like you notice that they've become stronger. So what, that was a weird bird noise outside. Okay. You may notice it's, I don't know, if you are somebody that is clairvoyant, you see images of things before they happen. You may notice those pictures becoming clearer or quicker in some way. If this is clairaudience, you may start hearing more things that you need to hear, or clairsentience, you're feeling things. I'm not going to run through all of the different ways of picking up intuitively. I'm sure you know. But maybe this is something new as well that occurs, that you feel. Because I remember when I first started to really spiritually awaken, I would feel goosebumps in specific areas. And that has really evolved over time, where I will pick up goosebumps in different areas of my body. So it's really interesting how that evolves over time. And I feel like that's something you're seeing a shift in these next couple of days. Yeah, you're definitely going to notice the power you have. And I feel like you're going to feel very magnetic. And again, maybe this is why you feel like pulling away, especially if you notice if there are other people all vying for your attention. You may feel like you need to just kind of put the wall up a little bit, keep a distance. Again, I'm seeing with that letterbox, like keeping the letterbox closed, not being totally open to receiving everything, because it feels like, yeah, you're needing to protect your space right now, and you are picking up so much. We've got believe in the impossible, blue moon. Yeah, I feel like something's going to happen here that is going to shake your whole belief system, but in a really positive way. I feel like something is manifesting that you may have given up on. You may have thought, you know what, it's not going to happen now. I let it go. Like, it's clearly not going to happen. There's no way it could. I feel like it's something you really, really don't see coming. Because I feel like you do believe in the power you have and your abilities, and you've been able to manifest and draw so much to you already. But I feel like you'll see something and it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I did not know I was capable of doing that. Like, really, something that you have believed was impossible, you would hope would happen, but you'd believed for a while that it wasn't possible. But there we have it. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. And then expect powerful change. That's funny, because that one came through in Group 1's reading in a very similar way, in the same position. So there's a similarity in that way, but everything else is definitely a bit different for sure. But now, this could be a manifestation connected to family, to children, to something you care deeply about, or something you feel like you could care very deeply about. So maybe this is a reconciliation with somebody you feel like is a lost cause, and you never felt like it could actually happen. But I just don't feel, I feel like, yeah, I just had you won't feel ready for it. That's the thing. Something about it will make you feel like you're not ready for it. Even though you want it with every fiber of your being, I don't know why. But maybe it's so big and you don't feel prepared for it because, again, you didn't see it coming. But then, yeah, it's time to take action. Wow, this is such a powerful reading. Honestly, it blows my mind, because in such a short space of time, in 48 hours, so much is going to change here. And I guess that's the thing. It only takes a second for something to actually change, doesn't it? To actually meet somebody new, to be given a new job, or to relocate, like to make that decision. It's all like, it takes 1 second. So it's crazy to me, but there is fast moving energy, especially with Aries coming through here. Very quick. Whatever this is, it's coming in quick. You're not going to have to wait the full 48 hours to find out what this is. It feels like it's coming in super fast. Maybe even during watching this reading, that would be crazy, but it may be soon after. But again, it's like you're going to want to move forwards, but I do feel you're going to feel afraid in some way to move forwards with it. So that's something I feel like, yeah, it's going to take confidence. It's going to take you being quite brave, okay? Because it's going to feel like you're leaping into the unknown with what this is. And it's something that I don't feel like anybody else around you's ever done before, ever experienced before. It gives me a brand new energy. This feels like it's something you are starting, you are pioneering, you are breaking out of the crowd, the people that you know, the people that you're used to. This is you breaking out of that, going from like being, I don't know, like was it a small fish in a big pond to a big fish in a small pond. Okay, something about you making some monumental shift with this information that's coming in. Wow. And I didn't say this, I haven't said this yet, I said it in group 1's reading, but that I actually recorded a 48-hour reading about 4 days ago. And when I came to edit it, there was no sound. Happens occasionally, but I always trust now. I trust that this is the universe working for your highest good, because there was a reason you are not meant to see that video. I was meant to re-record it. I was meant to do it now, and you were meant to see it now. And I feel, especially now I see the contrast in the different readings. Even though I was quite pleased, I was like, yeah, these seem to make sense. Or I don't know if they make sense yet, but they felt right at the time. But I was like, okay, there's no sound. Yes, I could have voiced over them, but I trust in the process. And I thought, no, I'm meant to re-record this at another time. Hence now. And I just really feel like this is the reason why. Unfinished symphony. Oh, so yes, this could be something or someone you've had unfinished business with. So this could be a situation that you felt was wrapped up. You felt it was done and dusted, no more. But there may have been words left unsaid or a lack of closure in the situation. But yeah, this is the time. It's starting anew. It's doing an entire 360 here. Not even a 180, it's a 360 turnaround where it's like a complete new, fresh beginning is what I'm seeing here. So if this is someone from your past, it really feels like you two are going to completely start again. Start from scratch, start from ground zero. Rather than trying to fix something from the past or to try and go backwards, it's like you're really going to like, let's move forwards. Let's start this new. Now, this could also be a new business, okay? This could be something connected to if you're self-employed or you're looking to start a business or you have a passion project, something you want to showcase, or even, like I said, a new hobby or a new way of living your life. Something about living, maybe even exercise, starting a new sport or moving somewhere new. There is definitely like this new energy in the air. You're not going to stay where you have been. Just know that if you've been feeling stuck, you're not going to feel that way for much longer. And definitely by the end of the next 48 hours, you're going to see what is ahead. You're going to see that there is a new beginning on the horizon. And again, yes, it's going to make you scared at times. But I do feel like... One second, guys. One second. I'm just checking something here. Okay. Yeah, I do feel that you are going to be able to breathe this sigh of relief here. You're going to be able to relax a little more into it. You're going to feel at peace with everything. Because I think that that's what you've really been wanting, really been craving, is just to feel, to feel calm again. Because something about what you've been experiencing has not made you feel calm lately. You may have felt anxious. You may have felt kind of all over the place. But not for much longer. Just know that, group 1, or group 2 rather, okay, that this information, this new path is going to be the right one. Yes, it might feel scary to jump, to take action, but you will feel, after it, you're going to feel like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. You're going to feel, okay, yes, you know what, it's done. I've done it. I can relax. I can feel at peace now, and I have closure. Because again, you're starting something new. You're starting this new relationship. You're starting this new chapter. That's it. It's your time. Okay, so we're going to get the fishbowl messages in a moment, but we're just going to look at a number that might have significance for you over the next 48 hours. Okay, so we have the number 8. So you may be seeing the number 8 a lot in synchronicity, like when you look at your phone battery. It could be the date of when you're watching this. It could be you receive information at either 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. But 8 is also the infinity number. something that's going round and round, and that kind of makes sense with that unfinished symphony. So it may be, again, something is able to close so something new can begin. So let's get some fishbowl messages now. Okay. So we have, I love to make you smile, which is cute. So maybe there's somebody coming in that wants to make you smile with something they say or do. First house, Aries energy. Love yourself. Ooh. Upward spiral. Be honest. Vision clearing. You light up my day. Warrior mentality, and you are healing. So I really love this group of fishbowl messages. I feel like these are all very, very positive. Again, showing that your vision is clearing, your intuition is clearing and becoming more accurate. You are going through healing, but also that you are forcibly moving yourself forwards. Like whatever adversity you come up against, you will carry on fighting. That's the energy with that warrior mentality. And this will feel like an upward spiral for you. And I also feel like this is down to you loving yourself, you doing things for you, which is very much first house energy as well. Thinking of thyself before thinking of others. And of course, that energy needs to fluctuate at times. There are times where you need to put others before you. But during these next 48 hours, I definitely feel like any people pleasing will fall away. You'll do things because you want to do them, not because you feel forced to. And you will do them in your own time, I really feel like. So again, even if people are trying to get information out of you, talk to you, communicate, whatever it is, if you're not ready, you're not ready. And you will keep a level of respectful distance if you don't feel like your energy is conducive to what you're wanting within the connection. And sometimes it's better if you feel like your mood is totally off and you feel like you're going to snap at someone. Sometimes it's better to just retreat. Wait until that mood, that energy passes before having that conversation, so you can have it in a more neutral, clear energy. So anyway, this is what I see for you, group number 2. I truly hope that it resonates. If it does, I would love to hear your thoughts. So please feel free to comment a yellow emoji or anything else you wish to share. But of course, remember, this may not make sense yet. It may take the next 2 days for it to all come together. So feel free to come back to this video and let us know if it made sense. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or to check out any of the other services I provide, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Hi, group 3. So let's take a look at your next 48 hours and what's going to be coming through for you. So firstly, I'm just going to tap into this first card intuitively and see what I'm picking up. Okay. So I'm getting drawn in by all of these like pastel colors, which is making me think of sweetness. So you may be drawn to sweet things these next couple of days. So maybe you'll be more drawn to some sweet desserts or sweet smells, like sweet smelling perfumes. Maybe you'll even like smell like a really sweet smell around you. Like you walk somewhere and like you smell like fresh bakery or flowers, or again, someone's perfume. Somebody even may like spritz perfume on you if you're walking somewhere and like, this is really specific, but like someone will spray something and then it gets you as you're walking past. That's super specific, super weird. So you'll have to let me know on that one, group 3. But yeah, I'm definitely getting that, again, very sweet smell, very sweet tasting things. So this might even be sweet messages or sweet words of affection. So you may get a few compliments over the next 48 hours. But let's see what else is coming through here for you. Okay, so we have the Angel of Love. And then look at all the flowers in her hair. So flowers are really standing out here. So maybe someone will buy you flowers. Maybe you'll buy someone flowers. We have Healer of the Ages. All tied up. and the Garden and the Gate. Okay. So the Angel of Love is making sense to me in what has already come through here. Again, about love, about sweetness, about kindness. So I feel like there's a reciprocal energy going on here where you are showing more love outwardly and you're starting to see it being reflected back to you. So this may also be something you've been feeling lately. Maybe you've been feeling a lack of that love. And so you may decide, you know what, maybe I need to be the one to initiate this. Maybe I need to be the one to output this love. Maybe outsource was the right word. I don't know. But something about you being the initiator of this kindness. So it may even be like you reach out to someone to check in on them and they may respond in a really sweet way and they may compliment you in regards to that. So yeah, there's definitely this very sweet, loving energy that I'm getting here. And so it may even be a little bit of both. Someone still may initiate something with you that's sweet and you reciprocate that, and then you reach out to somebody else, because energy spreads. So if you're feeling the love, you're going to spread that love outwardly, and then it's going to spread back to you. So this is definitely a message, I would say, of advice as well. Like if you're wanting this next couple of days to go really well, positively, happy, sweetly for you, start giving out that sweet energy a little bit and you'll see it come back. And this might also be very healing for you, Group 3, because I'm seeing that cleansing, purifying energy coming through with the healer card. So that also makes sense in terms of self-love. So make sure that you're giving yourself lots of love these next couple of days, as it is going to be very cathartic, very healing, very purifying. I'm seeing this beautiful white light shining down on you, enveloping you in its light. And so, I feel like something that's been weighing you down recently, because I'm seeing that with the All Tied Up and this Garden and the Gate, this feeling of rumination, where you may be ruminating a lot about the past, a mistake that you've made, something you wish you could rectify, words you wish you could take back, or a situation you wish you could change or do something differently. And it really feels like it's something you feel like you did, but it could be something that happened to you as well externally, something someone else said that may not have been kind, and you just keep thinking about it. But I do feel, again, that tied up energy, that restricted feeling that you may experience at the beginning of this time frame. Maybe that's where you are now. Maybe it'll be how you'll feel over the next 12 hours or so. And you'll just feel a little bit out of sorts and weighted down in some way. But then the energy does shift, and that's what you are being guided to know, Group 3, is that you're not going to remain in that energy for too long. It is going to shift, it is going to transition. You will feel much better by the end of this time period. Sorry, 1 second, I need a sip of my coffee. My mouth just got so dry then. Okay, let's see, which deck was I going to use next? Okay. So what's going to be happening in your next 48 hours? Have faith in your dreams. And look, more flowers, more beautiful wildlife. And it almost looks like wildflowers there as well. So you may be really drawn to flowers, and maybe you'll walk through a field of flowers, or even just in your garden. Maybe you'll be spending a bit of time gardening, pruning, or planting new seeds. Now, this could be less literal and more metaphorical. Maybe you're planting seeds for something to grow in your life in other ways. Again, maybe that's related to that love, to the healing. Balance spirituality and practicality. Pisces energy. Emotions are running high. Supermoon. And then confidence is your key to success. Ooh, okay, beautiful. So there is going to be this surge of confidence that you feel. Now, maybe there's a catalyst here because of the emotions. There's going to be a lot of emotions here. You will be feeling emotionally charged. Again, I really feel like this is more in this first half. So again, maybe the next 12 to 24 hours, you're definitely going to feel everything quite intensely. So that's also a word of caution to be careful where you're placing your focus, because where you place your focus is where the attention goes, where your emotions flow. So if it's something that feels negative or draining to you, you can deviate from that. Now, you may need to sink into it for a minute in order to process it, in order to grieve, whether you need to cry, whether you need to punch a pillow, whether you need to script something or speak out loud and just say what you really feel. You need to process it, but then you don't have to remain in that energy. And I feel like this is about you diverting your attention back to something more positive, which will then transform your emotions and move them into something that feels good. And again, because of this intensity here, you can feel really, really, really good. But again, a lot of this is about your choice. Now, we can't help how we feel, but a lot of our feelings will be triggered by our thoughts. And if we control our thoughts, that can help to alleviate some emotional pain. But like I said, it's about finding balance because you don't want to repress things you're feeling, but you also don't want to ruminate and wallow in that. So it's all about that personal journey for you of finding that balance and what works for you, and which makes sense with balanced spirituality and practicality. So this might be something that you find is very helpful over the next couple of days, is to lean into your spiritual side. Ask God or ask the universe, asking your guides for assistance and support through this, because that's the thing, whatever you're going through, if you're struggling to deal with something, ask them for help. Say, help me get through this, help support me through this, help me, like if you have an addiction, help me not crave whatever this is anymore. Ask for that support and you will receive. But this could also be you getting into a meditation, or connecting with your chakras, getting some Reiki or performing Reiki on yourself. I don't know why, but I just got that bit, performing Reiki on yourself. So maybe you're a Reiki practitioner and maybe you feel like you can give it to yourself. But you can connect with your chakras in any way. You don't need someone else to do that for you. You can realign your chakras, and maybe that's what you're going to be doing. Now, it may also not even be on purpose. Naturally the chakras are going to open and close like on a daily basis depending on what you're experiencing, but we will intuitively be drawn to things that will help heal that chakra, even if we don't even know what the chakras mean. But say you keep being drawn to red or earth, like you're drawn to like root vegetables, you're drawn to red clothes, you're drawn to red candles, or something connecting to earth energy, that could be an indication that your root chakra is out of alignment, and that's why you are craving all of those things connected to the root chakra. Now, obviously I'm not going to go through all of the chakras and all of the different cravings that you might experience, but it may just be something to take note of. Maybe after 48 hours, see, like, what were you eating over the last couple of days? What were you craving? What colors have you been wearing? Just little things like that, and see if you can figure out a pattern. And then you can always look it up, especially if you're unfamiliar with the chakras, and see which chakras they align to, which will give you an insight into what really needs the most healing right now. So that's why you can balance the practical side with the spiritual side. So if you know, say, your root chakra is out of alignment, you can say, okay, so for the next few days, I'm going to focus more on eating those root vegetables or things that come from the earth. I'm going to ground myself on the earth with my bare feet. I'm going to hug a tree if I feel drawn to it. I'm going to connect with nature and animals more. I'm going to get my finances in order. All of these things practically will help you feel better in the now, as well as focusing on the spiritual side of things where you can get that spiritual support. But then, with confidence is your key to success. So maybe there are things you're afraid to do or afraid to say right now, but over the next 48 hours, I'm just getting that sense of you feeling very brave, Like you're ready to take action, even though it feels a bit scary sometimes. You're unsure of the reaction you might get. So say this could be reaching out to somebody to offer that love, to offer that kindness, and you don't know if you're going to get a response. You don't know what kind of reaction you're going to get, but you're just going to do it anyway. Because again, that's the thing with unconditional love. When you unconditionally love, you're giving it, again, without any conditions, but also without any expectations. You're not expecting something back. You're not giving in order to receive. But the natural process of the universe is to act reciprocity. So you will receive it back in some form or another, but it may not come always from the source. So say you could reach out to somebody and give them a compliment. They may not compliment you back or even be very nice back, but you may get a compliment from a complete stranger. And that's the karmic element to this, where you will receive that reciprocity. But I feel like this is you deciding, you know what, I'm just going to give. I'm going to be more giving of myself. I'm going to be kinder, sweeter to myself, as well as sweeter to others, even if you don't feel like they deserve it. One of the best ways to actually, well, they say about revenge and success is the best form of revenge. And I'm on board with that. That's my belief. I do believe success is the best revenge. But also sending somebody love, sending someone love that may, again, not deserve it, but it frees you. It frees you of getting into a poisonous state of hate and lack and upset. So anyway, I digress. I feel like I'm going to stop. Otherwise I feel like I'm just going to keep going on the same thing. So anyway, let's see what else is coming through. But yeah, like I said, it will be your key to success though. So anything you feel like, okay, I need to do this, I've got to be brave, confident, you're going to do it. You're definitely going to get into that bold energy. Now we also have loyal heart, yin, and treasure island. Okay. So that's also interesting as well, because I feel like you're definitely going to be starting off this period of time in that very feminine yin energy. So you're going to be more introspective, more passive, and that's maybe why you're going to be feeling more emotional and why you may even end up in rumination at times. But I do feel you're going to transition into a bolder, more masculine energy by the end of this time frame. Not an out of balance masculine. I feel like you'll be well in balance with your yin, because the love you're going to be offering is in alignment with the yin feminine. But the action you're taking is in alignment with the divine masculine yang energy. So yeah, you're going to be quite balanced overall in the yin and the yang, because we need to have both in order to feel balanced. But we're not always necessarily going to be like in alignment with both. And sometimes we're going to be more yin, sometimes we're going to be more yang. And that is being in balance. We can't always do both at the same time. So I feel like this is a very positive energy where you need to be in that place. You need to get emotional. You need to feel things this intensely, because this is what's going to help you transform. It's going to push you to make more positive changes. Because again, it's always in the uncomfortable places where we don't feel satisfied with where we are, where it forces us to make a change, because we want to make a change. We want something good to happen. We want positive change to occur. So we know we can't stay in that place if we want that to happen. Because when we're comfortable in coasting, yes, it's great, but there's no change. There's no transition there. It's just flowing one thing to the next. And yeah, it's great, but life isn't like that. We all know it has its ups and downs. And I feel like this is you utilizing your downs to create an up. And by the end of the next 48 hours, there's definitely a connection here, a very strong, and again, I just keep hearing the word intense. So maybe there's a lot of Scorpio energy in this reading. Maybe a lot of you identify with Scorpio, or maybe somebody you're going to connect with is of Scorpio energy, because I mean, we have a lot of water here actually. I mean, we've got Leo, we've got Pisces, we've also got Cancer. So yeah, very, very emotional, watery energy for you. Maybe you'll even be connecting with water, going for a swim, or maybe you'll even do like a meditation in the bath or something. Very healing, very, very healing. But there is a person coming through here by the end of the next 48 hours. And it feels like maybe you'll even feel a little bit lonely in the beginning period of this time, but by the end, there's a connection. You're going to feel that sense of loyalty to this person as well as they will feel that sense of loyalty to you. This is reciprocity here. But what I'm getting here, it's like you and this person are telepathically connected. You pass on thoughts to each other quite a lot, even though you may not realize that. But it's like your bodies are faced away from each other, but you're still connected. So this might be a long distance connection and you're connecting telepathically, or you're connecting via online communications, but you're not physically there. Or you could even be in the same room, but it's like if you've got a crush, and say you've got a work crush or something, and you're like at opposite ends of the room or the office, but your eyes keep meeting, and it just lingers just that second longer where you know that there's an attraction there, because it's natural to obviously make eye contact with people that you're looking around with, but when that eye contact lingers just a little bit longer, you just feel it, you know that there's something more going on. And so yeah, it may be that you bump into either your crush or somebody you could even have an instant attraction to, where they're a perfect stranger, but you see them and your eyes lock on each other. Yeah. Now, maybe this is even a connection you already have in your life, and maybe that's how you met. You may have just felt like your eyes locked on each other, but there were obstacles that came between you. But no matter the obstacle, it seems like you're still very focused on each other. Yeah. It's very magical, almost like you may feel like this person put a spell on you, or they may feel you put a spell on them. It's, yeah, very, very magnetic in that way. And then we have Treasure Island. And this is one of my favorite cards because I feel like it just encapsulates everything abundant. So there is something very abundant that's going to be happening, at least. And that's the thing. I don't think it's just one thing. I think it's multiple different things here you're going to feel abundant in by the end of this time period. I really feel like there's going to be a shift from, again, I'm getting 12 to 24 hours from now. Yeah, 12 to 24 hours from now. This is when, again, you may receive a gift. Somebody may offer you a gift. This could be an actual, like, practical gift you can hold in your hands. Could be like a money transfer. It could be this could also be a compliment, but if it's a compliment, it's a really good compliment, because you get those generic compliments that don't really mean as much, and then you get ones that are really personal and really get to you in a positive way. So whether it's something more superficial about how you look, or whether it's something more meaningful in terms of who you are as a person, but it really feels like whatever this abundant energy is, it's definitely going to feel like it's expansive in some way. So again, if it's a gift, it's like a really expensive or luxury gift, or a gift that you really have been wanting for quite some time. Like if this is a bunch of flowers, like it's a really expensive bunch of flowers, or a really I just got like a vision of like a room full of flowers. You know how certain celebrities they'll buy like a ridiculous amount of flowers, like they'll just fill an entire room or an entire house of flowers. Like that's what I'm seeing here. So maybe for some of you, like you are with somebody well known, or somebody that is very popular, or somebody very successful, and maybe this is a way of them showing their love. Okay, there's abundant energy. It gives me Sagittarius. That is very expansive. So yeah, Sagittarius might also be very key here. But yeah, I definitely feel, I'm just getting the dice, by the way, if you can hear this rattling. But yeah, I definitely feel this Treasure Island represents something that you have been wishing for, because we also had to have faith in your dreams. So yeah, there's something I feel like you have really been dreaming of. You are going to take a level of action. So this could even be, say, you might... So there's a crush you have on social media, and they might post something, and you might like it or respond to it. And they could come to you after that and like really unleash all of this like lovely energy towards you. Very, very sweet. Like I said, this whole energy gives me sweetness here. So yeah, be open to also initiating things as and when you see it. it's not about being inauthentic. If you don't want to like it, don't like it. But if it's something you feel like resonates with you, makes sense, or you feel you want to show your support to in some way, again, or offer a compliment, something about you being that, like, let me give you this, let me offer you this, or how can I help? And then it like comes back to you tenfold, group 3. So I'm just going to get a number for you. I'm going to look at the fishbowl messages at the end as well. But this will be a number that you might see in synchronicity. Number 8. That came through in one of the other readings as well. But there we go. Number 8 is your number. So again, it might be a number you're seeing a lot the next couple of days. Like, could be your phone battery, could be a date, could be the date you're watching this, could be the date someone's born on, could be communication that comes in at a certain time, or this gift, this compliment, maybe it comes in at like 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. But yeah, 8 seems to be resonating here, but let's see. Or not resonating, symbolic, I meant. But let's have a look at the fishbowl messages now. Let's see. Your next 48 hours, what's going to be happening? Okay, these ones flew out, and then let's get one more. All right, so we have first card, don't wait. Yeah, so that really makes sense with that initiating energy. And I feel like a stuck record today, but yeah, it's something about don't put it on the back burner, because that's where it's going to go cold. So if you see something pop up and that's your opportunity to like it, to respond to it, to reach out to someone, if it comes to you in that moment, that's when you're being guided to do it, not to wait till later. It's something about the divine timing here. Trust your gut, trust your intuition. When it comes to you, then act on it. We've got money is coming, so that's always a great message to see, is it not? Like, no matter what you're going through, extra money is always going to be good. So yeah, extra money is on its way to you. So affirm that in the comments if you like. I am a money magnet. Money is always flowing to me. Okay, so we have listened to the signs. So you are going to be receiving many signs. I really feel that the number 8 is going to be one of them. When you see it, you know that you are on the right path. But you may also see some other signs here. Let's see if any of them come through in these other fishbowl messages as to what they might be. We've got children. So maybe you'll receive a sign through children. We've got exciting times ahead. And yeah, I just heard as well, because maybe you'll have an interaction with a child, and you know how children are, of course, innocent and they don't think too much before they say things, they just say it. So they may say something that maybe it is connected to a sign. It might be the name of the person you're interested in. Maybe they know somebody else of that name and they mention them, or I don't know. I mean, it could be many different things, but something about children here seem to be significant, and maybe they'll be significant as a whole for you over the next couple of days, whether you're connected with them, thinking about them, like thinking about your future with them, if that's something you want, could be. But like I said, I really feel like a child is going to say something that is going to resonate with you, or it's going to feel like it's a sign. And then we have exciting times ahead. I need to get this off my chest. I need you here with me. And then emotionally avoidant. Yes, I mean, the emotional avoidance may be that you do feel a bit avoidant in that respect initially. But it's like you won't be able to avoid being too emotional at points these next couple of days. Things are going to happen. Things are going to trigger you. But again, emotion isn't a bad thing. There's a range of emotions you can feel. So it could be very positive ones as well. And I feel like you don't want to avoid the positive feelings, but maybe that's you. After you've processed the painful emotions that you might experience at times, you may then deviate and say, yeah, okay, I'm done with those now. I'm going to focus on the positive. Now, I need to get this off my chest. So maybe this is something you feel you need to say to someone. You need to express yourself. Again, maybe in that very loving, sweet way. And then I need you here with me. Maybe that's something you say to someone. Or maybe this is something they say to you in these words or roundabout. But the fact that we've got the exciting times ahead, I love that for you, because I feel like this is some things that are going to happen over the next couple of days are going to give you that level of hope, are going to give you that feeling of, yes, life can be fun again. Life is exciting. There are new things happening. It's like when you know you've got a holiday planned ahead of time, or you've got an event you're attending. Like, just knowing that you've got something in place that's fun, potentially fun, then that can just keep you going, keep you motivated, keep you driven in the now. But when you have nothing kind of there, you can feel a bit lost. And so I feel like there are going to be things come into alignment with you, things that are put in place that make you feel excited again. Now, maybe this is excited about your love life, if you're having romantic interactions with someone, but this could also be about your career, or about, again, a trip somewhere, something that makes you feel like, yes, I'm excited again, something positive is happening, my life has transitioned more positively. Because again, we all have those good and bad days, and I do feel these next couple of days are going to be a mix, but I almost feel like it's going to just get better and better and better. There may be this dip at the beginning, but by the end of it, I definitely feel like you're going to feel much more healed, much more safe and secure within yourself, much more loved and loving, sweet energy, and also very lucky. And of course, excited for where your future is headed. So this is what I see for you, group number 3. I really do hope that it resonates with you. If it does, please comment a green emoji or anything else you wish to share. Of course, remember, it's a prediction reading, so right now it may make no sense at all. But please do reserve those judgments, see how you feel about it in a couple of days, and I would love if you would come back to the reading to let us know if it made sense, if it came to pass. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, or to check out any of the other services I provide, as I now offer home feng shui consultations. So if you'd like to ask me any questions about that, please feel free to email me, but all of the details are there in the description of how it all works. But like I said, feel free to contact me if you want more information about it. But I can tell you right now, it is something that will change your life. When you start moving things around your home in the right way, the changes are monumental, and I'm going to share that with everybody one day. The changes I've seen this year are absolutely insane. So if you want to experience that for yourself, check it out. Okay, I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.